everybody doing? And I remember when I was sitting over there in these seats. It's a whole different experience. Alright, so before I start, I want everyone to repeat after me. I want y'all to say, be yourself.
Be yourself.
I want y'all to say it again. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Alright, so now I'm finna assign y'all a word. This side over here, y'all gonna say be. The middle's gonna say your, and over here is gonna say self. When I point to you, you just say it.
Be yourself. Self your be.
Let me start off by saying, I originally didn't think I was gonna live to see past the age of 16. And everything I'm gonna tell you, the true story is not like written down or nothing, so I might skip over a couple things. So I'm gonna start back to when I was like maybe in 5th grade. So in 5th grade, I was really overweight, and I was a nerd. So I was that fat nerd kid who sat in the back of class who didn't get any friends because I was a fat nerd kid. But they came back there when they needed some answers, so that was okay. That was cool. By the time I got to middle school, I slimmed down. I bulked up because I started lifting weights over the summer. And once I got like bigger, a lot of people started to give me like more attention, but it wasn't like the good people. So I started hanging around with delinquents, thugs, whatever you would call them. And like for a long time, we did a lot of bad activities that I ain't gonna go into, but we did a lot of bad activities, and I continued to do it even though I knew that it was bad. I was smart enough to know that it was wrong, but it was like my first time feeling like I was accepted. And I always said that like your first time being accepted is like your first time feeling love. It's just something that's there, and you know that you like the feeling, so you'll do anything to keep that feeling. And whoever is giving you that feeling, you do anything to keep them around. So I continue to do the bad things. So I walk around today. I got 3 stab wounds in my body, and I broke 6 of my bones. Yeah, 6 of my bones been broken. But I stand here today, so all is well. Eventually, around like the time of like high school, I kind of steered away from other people and just kind of stayed to myself. I was like more of a loner. But I got faced with another challenge right after that. So the challenge I was faced with is I became homeless. And when I was homeless, I slept on sidewalks, curves, the middle of the street between the yellow lines. I slept inside of the people mover thing, but the security guards kicked me out. I slept at the transit center, just everywhere. It was crazy. And after a while, my mom, she got her situation together and she got a house. And once she got the house, it was like, it wasn't in the best of neighborhoods. It was like between, I don't remember what was in at the time. But she had a house. And when she had the house, like all the lights, gas, water, everything got cut off. And it's like the winter. This was like before I graduated. This was the year that I graduated. It was like the winter of 14. If y'all was here around the winter of 14, y'all know how bad it was. So it was in there, no heat, no light, no gas, no water. So at the time I was working 2 jobs and I was selling candy inside of high school. So I was with my mom, and I was like, all right, so I got to figure out something because we can't live like this. This is not going to work. So I had a routine. Every day I woke up, I grabbed my mama's phone, my sister's phone, I grabbed my phone, and I grabbed the chargers. And I'd go to school, and I'd charge all the phones. And everybody's thinking like, oh, he's selling candy, so he got all this money. He got 3 phones, but what they didn't know, I was charging my mama and my sister's phone because we didn't have electricity in the house. So I normally leave the classroom, go work at the credit union for a little while because that was one of the jobs I was working. Then I go back to the house, drop my mom and my sister off the phone, so if they needed to like call anybody for emergency reasons, they could do that. And then I'd go straight off to work. And I worked at a restaurant. It was called Detroit Beer Co. And I was a cook there. So every night I cook up some food, and before I leave, I put it inside a box and I take it back to the house. And my mom and them would eat that for the day. Now my mom and my sister wasn't the type of people that like go out and like go anywhere. I don't know why, but they wouldn't go anywhere. So a lot of times I had to think inside of my head when I'm at work, like, is this the only thing they're gonna eat for the entire day? And the refrigerator wasn't working. So it's like the refrigerator or the microwave wasn't working, so it wasn't no saving no food. The food was gone that night, or if it was, you ate it cold. And after a while, I made it through that situation. So I want y'all to repeat a couple more things for me. So say is, who phone is this? Sorry. So say, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
So I knew it was a lot of resources inside of the school. like it's got to be somebody in here that can like help with the situation, the lights and the gas and everything being cut off. So after I made it through that little stage, I was trying to find out who it was. Say it's not who you know, it's who knows you.
It's not who you know, it's who knows you.
So I had a friend, and he was like, "Oh, okay, I always do this little volunteer stuff with these little places." And the places was the DPN, which stands for the Detroit Parent Network, and the YMCA. So he led me to these two groups of people, and I spoke with them, and everything was, it worked itself out after a while because the lights and the gas and everything I cut back on. My mom, she was like debt free. I don't know exactly what the process was. There's a lot of paper signing, but everything cleared up. So it said your life is composed of 100%. 10% is what happened to you, and the other 90% is how you react to it. So like, out of all the times I'd have been stabbed and like shot at, and like when I was homeless, I could have easily been in jail or dead, or I could have been on the corner right now like asking y'all for money when y'all leave this place. But instead, I'm here speaking to y'all. Alright, so towards the end of this, I'm going to say my brother's keeper. So if you are a girl, you can say my sister's keeper or whatever makes you feel comfortable. But I want y'all to say, I am beautiful.
I am beautiful.
I am proud.
I am proud.
I am strong.
I am strong.
I am influential.
I am influential.
I am above and not beneath.
I am above and not beneath.
I am the head and not the tail.
I am the head and not the tail.
And I am.
And I am.
My brother's keeper.
My brother's keeper.
And I am.
And I am.
My brother's keeper.
My brother's keeper.
And I am.
And I am.
My brother's keeper.
My brother's keeper.